Have you ever been talking about a movie and just totally blanked on what to say? Yeah, we're going to fix that today. We're going to look at how to turn those everyday chats about fun stuff, entertainment, leisure, into moments where you feel totally confident and clear.
Oh, we've all been there, right? That awkward silence when you're buying a ticket or when your friend turns to you and asks, "So, what do you think?" And nothing. Your mind is just a blank slate. Well, in this explainer, we're going to arm you with the exact phrases you need for those moments, so you are never, ever stuck for words again. Okay, so here's our game plan. First up, we're going to master the basics. Then we'll level up your conversations. After that, we'll get into becoming a truly confident conversationalist. And to finish things off, we'll give you your very own conversation toolkit that'll have you ready for pretty much anything.
All right, let's dive right into part one, mastering the basics. We're starting out with those simple, clear, and confident interactions. The kind that helps you build a little momentum with absolutely no pressure.
So, picture this. You're at the movie theater, standing in line at the box office. It's moving along, and it's your turn. Now, it's a super simple transaction, but you know what? Getting it right just feels so good.
Here is your absolute go-to line. Just notice how simple and effective this is. In one single, polite sentence, you've covered everything: what you want, when you want it, and how many. It's really the perfect opener.
And this is pretty much what you're going to hear back. You'll probably get offered a choice, and then they'll tell you the price. The great thing about this, it's totally predictable. It's like a simple script, and once you know the lines, all that anxiety just vanishes.
So let's break down why these phrases are so powerful. I'd like. That's not just for movies, right? It's for ordering coffee, asking for help in a store, literally anything. It's your go-to polite request starter. And when you hear, would you like? That's the universal signal that you're being offered a choice. Getting this simple back and forth is honestly the key to mastering any basic transaction.
Okay, so here's your first mission, if you choose to accept it. Next time you're at the movies, or hey, even just ordering a coffee, I want you to consciously use these phrases. The goal here isn't just to get tickets. It's to turn a really simple task into a small win that builds your confidence.
Okay, you've totally got the basics down. Let's move on to part two, leveling up. We're going to shift gears now from simple transactions to something a little more collaborative, like, making plans with friends.
So the stakes are a little bit higher here. It's not just about getting what you want anymore. Now it's about suggesting ideas, really listening to what other people have to say, and working together to make a plan actually happen. And here's where we make that shift from requesting something to suggesting something. How about is the perfect tool for this. See, it's not a demand, it's an invitation. It just opens the door for other people to chime in with their own ideas. Like that follow-up. We could go hiking.
And this is the moment where a plan really starts to come to life. A simple, agreed, shows you're on board. But volunteering, saying, I'll bring, that's the magic step. It shows you're not just talk, you're action. It's how ideas turn into actual reality.
So let's really look at the roles these phrases create. When you say, how about, you become the idea person, right? The one who sparks the whole plan. But when you say, I'll take care of, you become the organizer, the one who actually makes it happen. And let's be honest, every group needs both of those people.
All right, here's your next challenge. The next time you and your friends are stuck in that endless loop of, I don't know, what do you want to do? I want you to step up. Be the one to say, how about? And get the ball rolling. And then be the one who volunteers for a small task. You will instantly become the person who makes things happen.
Okay, so we've handled requests, we've handled planning. Now it's time for the final level. Navigating disagreements with skill and, most importantly, with respect. This is where you learn how to share a complex opinion without it turning into a big argument.
I mean, this is a situation we all face, right? You absolutely loved a movie, but your friend thought it was just awful. It can feel a little personal, can't it? Well, the key is to turn what could be an argument into a really interesting discussion. Let's check out how to do that. Okay, so on the left, you've got a pretty straightforward positive opinion. But look over on the right. This is such a masterful way to disagree. It starts by acknowledging something positive, right? The visuals were stunning. And then it introduces the critique. The plot felt too predictable. This positive but negative structure is an absolute game changer. These phrases right here, this is your toolkit for a respectful debate. Now, I see your point, but is probably the most powerful one of the bunch. It validates what the other person is saying before you even present your own side. It basically says, I hear you. And when you get to a point where you're not going to agree, fair enough is the perfect exit ramp. It's such a classy way to just agree to disagree.
So, here's the advanced challenge for you. Try to consciously use this structure, acknowledge something positive, validate their view with "I see your point," and then present your own opinion. Remember, the goal isn't to win the argument. It's to elevate it into a much more interesting discussion where both people actually feel heard.
Wow, we have covered a lot of ground, haven't we? We've gone from simple requests all the way to complex debates. So now let's put it all together into a powerful toolkit that you can start using like today. And here it is, your ultimate conversation cheat sheet. We started with those simple requests. Then we moved on to making collaborative suggestions. And we finished up with how to disagree respectfully. Every single one of these phrases is like a key that unlocks a totally different kind of interaction. Feel free to pause here if you need to, and just think about which one you're going to use first. And that's really the journey we've been on together. From a simple ticket purchase all the way to a complex debate, you've seen that it's not about having some huge vocabulary. It's about having the right tool for the job. And now all of those tools, they're yours. So, as we wrap things up, I just want to leave you with this one question. Think about a situation you have coming up, maybe ordering at a new restaurant, planning a birthday party, or discussing a book with a friend. Which one of these tools are you going to use to master that conversation? The possibilities, my friends, are absolutely endless.